Your carnivore diet isn't keto. You've been doing carnivore for a couple of years now, 16 years, still not keto. To get into ketosis, you have to have a minimum of 10% of fat by volume of each meal. If you do under that, if you're just doing mostly lean meats or your fat intake is very close or below to this, you will not be in keto. Thus, you will get those cravings of ice cream and sugary things, and you will feel the need to eat a huge amount of muscle meat so that through gluconeogenesis your body can make enough glucose through the protein, through the muscle meat you're eating. But that's because you're not getting enough fat. You see, if you say, oh, I feel better with a little carbs, you never did it right. You never did it right. Effective carnivore is this. Lions consume from 15 to 30% fat by volume of each meal. So instead of counting macros and calories and stuff, just look at your plate. Is at least the very minimum 10% of what you see in front of you, a tenth, is it fat? Oh, my testosterone dropped. I love Paul Saladino. He's probably one of the greatest people in the internet that inform people of the dangers of consuming most forms of carbs and most forms of fast food. Oh, my workouts and sleep aren't great. You see, testosterone is a hormone. Workouts are impacted by testosterone and by the lack of energy. And sleep is totally related with hormonal health. So the solution is just to increase your fat intake. As simple as that. You want a trick to increase your fat intake willingly? Just cut out the salt and swap it for salted butter. You see, when you have salted butter, because you want that sodium that's within the salt, you end up eating more butter, more fat. Butter has a lot of benefits because it is comparatively to suet, which has way more nutrients than just the typical fat, because it has stearic acid. Thus it increases a lot of metabolisms and specific functions in a body, while being also better at delivering you with a quicker fat adaptation and quicker energy accessibility. Make sure your salted butter, it's 100% cream. There are some butters out there, it can be pasteurized. There are a lot of people who consume pasteurized butter, no problem. As long as it's 100% cream, you'll be fine. Also, make sure you're eating 100% meat. And I call meat muscle and meat fat. Because you got a steak, you know it's meat. 100% meat is there. But you get ground beef. And is it really just the ground meat? Or is it some potato starch and some soy whatever and some preservatives and some additives and fillers? Make sure you're eating 100% meat and 100% cream. Also, make sure that you are drinking enough water. You see, water, the same way as fat, the same way as protein, are the three essential macronutrients for our bodies to function and to survive. These are totally essential for survival, but if you have inadequate amounts of them, you actually thrive. So if you are not thriving, either you're consuming too little fat, too little water, too little protein, or too little salt. That's right. you don't need salt itself, you're consuming too little sodium, I mean. If you ate nose to tail and drank the blood, you would get enough sodium, but because we just do steaks and sometimes don't even eat organs, we must add salt. If you add adequate amounts of this is around, not much more than around 1 gram per pound of body weight. It can be more, it can be a little bit more, but if you're doing twice that amount of muscle meat, you are doing wrong, and then you end up consuming too little fat, and then you constantly enter gluconeogenesis. Then your fat is not going to be your energy fuel, and your body will still be running on glucose. Consume fat with the protein. Just have a steak with butter, with salted butter. Steak, butter, steak, butter, steak, butter, steak, butter. Clean the dishes, range the table, fix the kitchen, and then drink as much water as you feel like. Next day, you wake up, drink as much water as you feel like. Exercise. Eat something light. Then, clean the dishes, drink as much water as you like. Exercise heavily, have something heavier, clean the dishes, drink as much water as you like. Sleep early, wake up early. These are essentials for your carnivore to have success. You see, Paul Soldino had a whole year of success in carnivore diet, and he even wrote a book about it, and he even called himself Carnivore MD. So he was doing everything right for a year, and all of a sudden, oh, it's not working anymore because you switched the formula. If you continue doing a specific formula, 1 plus 1 will always equal 2. But all of a sudden, if you decide to swap one of the numbers for a 4, 1 plus 4 equals 5. Now you don't get 2. Of course you don't, because you just switched the formula. Mathematics is the core reality of our lives, and thus if you change any sort of formula, either it's in mathematics, either it's in a book that you're baking, you will not get the same results. It's as simple as that. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. You know somebody can benefit from this, send them the link. And if you want to check more videos just like this that will help you improve your life, just check out my channel. There are plenty there. Are they not enough? Hit that subscribe button because more will come. Thanks.